On the Mats is brought to you by Vantage Wrestling, where champions begin.
This week, we head west to Wauseon for On the Mats with Coach Cubberly. The Indians have a rich history of team success at the state duels meet, but Kale Waxler is hoping to pave his own path in his senior season.
Every wrestler has a signature move.
Ankle pick, it works because the timing, I time it perfectly.
But when you grapple against Kale Waxler, you never know exactly what you're going to get.
He's very unpredictable, and I think that's what helps him be very successful. You know, he doesn't take the traditional route to score points, and that's really kind of a big advantage for him when he wrestles a lot of kids because he never wrestles them the same twice.
Beyond this creativity, Kale is fueled by failing to reach his own expectations in the past.
Last year I wasn't placing where I wanted to be, and now I'm seeing that I'm capable of it.
He really realistically should be a two-time state qualifier for us by now, but he lost into some to-go matches at the district tournament. So he's really focused and really got his mindset on getting to the state tournament this year and placing.
But no matter what happens this season, Kale won't be hanging up his headgear just yet, as he plans to wrestle at Defiance College moving forward.
I made an early commitment, and it's a lot less weight on my shoulders. It's less overwhelming for me. So just knowing that I have a place to go after my 4 years is up is pretty nice.
I personally got the chance to go out and meet Kale. Coach, he was described as an unorthodox wrestler. What does that exactly mean to you?
Well, that means that if I were coaching against this young man, I would tell my guys, you got to be ready for everything plus the kitchen sink because you do not know what's coming. He's got a big tool belt full of a lot of moves, and he's good with everything.
How is his signature move, the ankle pick, also unorthodox?
Well, it's not something that's really taught as at a first level takedown. It's more of a movement where you get the guy to step into you and you attack high at the neck and then low at the ankle and take him across his knee. It's about movement. It's about movement and motion that sets up an ankle pick. So it's not a number one kind of takedown. It's a number two, but he's really good with it.
We talked about his struggles to meet his own expectations. Having been in those to-go matches before, how could that pay off now for him as a senior?
Well, he's got experience. He knows what it takes to get past that sticking point for him, okay? He's going to do fine. He's the experience. He's going to rely on that when he gets to that, what they call the blood round match. That's the match to go to the state tournament or the match to place at the state tournament. He's going to have the experience. He's going to understand what it takes to get past that.
Before districts is, of course, the conference meets. We talk a lot on here about the NLL, but what about the competition in the NWOAL that Wauseon competes in?
The NWOAL is one of the most wrestling-rich, traditional conferences in the state of Ohio. With Archibald, Delta, Wauseon, Liberty Center, you're naming four, and I've probably missed a couple, hammer schools, not just locally, but in the state level.
And Wauseon especially has produced a lot of great wrestlers under Coach Ritter as well. What do you know about their culture that could also help Kale?
I've wrestled against Coach Ritter. Well, I didn't wrestle, but I coached against Coach Ritter a number of times. And when you wrestle a Wauseon team, you have to bring everything there. Them guys know what they're doing. They've got tradition. They've made great runs into the state duels. Wauseon is definitely a mainstay in Ohio wrestling.
He called Coach Ritter making him a dog. To you, what does a dog mean on the wrestling mat?
That's a fighter. That's a guy I'm going to do everything I can do to accomplish my goals and take care of my team and my coach.
Well, between that mindset and his tool belt of skills, we can't wait to see what he can do moving forward, right, Coach?
It's awesome. It's going to be great to watch.